May not be on time, but I'm always there. And you already know I got my brother with me. It's a Friday, so you already know we feeling good, we feeling great. It's Friday, yay! And this right here is Hey Papi in the morning. So first things first, we're gonna get into a whole lot of things, but let's get the show started. I'll bring my brother up, and we'll go from there, y'all. Let's get this thing going.
Hey, yo, Pop.
Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Hey yo Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Papi. Que pasa, mi primo?
It's your boy, Hey Papi, aka affiliated Papi, aka New Era Capo, baby. And we back with another episode of Hey Papi in the morning, Friday edition, y'all. And you know, it's twice as nice because I got my brother with me, the man, the myth, the legend, the South Jersey, West Philadelphia boy, my brother, King, baby. What's good, brother?
Chilling, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a Friday morning. Good afternoon. I'm sorry. It's 12 o'clock.
12 o'clock for us.
Sipping on some Big Red. When's the last time you see Big Red?
You're being controversial because you know half the country doesn't know what that is, bro. A lot of people don't know what that is, bro.
I seen this. I said, "Oh snap, son! I haven't seen Big Red in like a minute."
So we used to get Big Red used to be 25 cents a can.
Facts.
It used to be 25 cents a can, and you can go in Poppy store or Habibi store, and you would get that with a bag of chips. And let me tell you, you was good.
Hey, I used to go to Mrs. Sulu's in Beverly, New Jersey. That's where I'm from originally. I go to Mrs. Sulu's. I go get Big Red, or if I didn't have enough money, if I had 75 cents, I'll definitely get a Big Red. But if I had 50 cents, I go get a juice barrel. I'll go get the barrel.
Oh yeah. Yep.
I go get a bag of chips.
Mm-hmm.
And I might get a Snickers or something, and that'll be my meal. You know what I'm saying? Because that way I ain't gotta go inside the house. You know
exactly. That was enough to go ahead and suppress to keep you going.
Yes.
It was a combination of sugar and substance that was gonna be like energy. I don't have to go home because you knew if you went inside, you ran the risk of not being able to come back out.
Exactly. Or your mom's asking you to do something. And
did you clean this?
They waiting on you like, yo, man, should I go to the court? Like, oh,
bro.
Yo, mom, dude said I gotta go clean my room up.
Yo, you already know, like, if you tried to run in, you was trying to hit that corner and run right back out. The thing that my downfall would always be, like you just said, want to go to the court. I wouldn't have my basketball sneakers. And I'd be like, damn, I got to go back and get my sneakers. But I'd be sweating it like, I got to sneak up in here. You know what I'm saying? You try to open up the door real slow.
I'm always wearing my Sean Kipps or my British Knights.
No, I'm not mad. The BKs was it. The BKs were it.
Oh yeah, BKs were it. I mean, it's crazy to see like like Fila. Like I used to wear Fila. I had the Grant Hills. I had all that. I had the D Browns, the Cons, Kevin Johnson, Grandmama. I had all those.
Yeah.
But one thing I know was get a basketball sneaker so you can do all around things. You know what I'm saying? So I can play tag, go out to the playground, do what I got to do. You know what I'm saying?
Well, what would get me? But you always had sneakers like I couldn't hoop in my Filas.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So
I get what you're saying. You're basically saying like a difference between like your playing sneakers and your school sneakers.
Exactly. Because it's like these right here, they're for everything: tag, hide and seek, manhunt, whatever we was. But you needed your basketball sneakers, bro, because if you was about to go hit the court, I'm not saying I was nice like that, but I still needed to go ahead and be able to run because if you went out there with the wrong sneakers, you was gonna be all over the blacktop. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't gonna be good for you.
And oh boy, they be clowning you all day.
Day,
you coming out here with them bobos? You know what I'm saying?
Yo, and you know what's crazy? So, all right, when we were felines back when we were younger,
Yeah.
We used to we had a different name for them. So when I moved out here to the West Coast, and I'm sure you probably heard the same thing. They started when you had felines on. For one, they would be like, "Oh, you got those forever in LAs," and I
Yeah.
said, "What?"
I didn't know what that meant.
I said, "What are you? These are called felines, bro."
Yeah, but see, like I was an athlete, so I wore all like athletic shoes. I wasn't wearing like everybody used to wear those feelers, the all white feelers.
Yeah, I wouldn't wear
Like, the biggest thing out in the West Coast when I first moved to the West Coast, it was K Swiss.
Yeah,
and you wouldn't catch me dead in them joints. I said,
Hell no.
nah, son.
Nah. Shout out all the Mexican homies because they all used to wear either the K Swiss or they had those. They would wear those fat farms, bro.
Nah, son, I'm not wearing none of that.
I wasn't with that.
I wasn't with that, bro. I was, I was rocking some Nikes, some J's, or I rocked some feelers, and I was rocking like Grant Hill's, Jerry Stackhouses.
See, so remember, I think the only shoe that ever was a crossover for East Coast, West Coast, if you was hooping, I think that we both agreed on was the Hirachis.
Yes,
because if you I used to, but I didn't start wearing Hirachis until I got a little bit older. But they used to be with it. I used to love Hirachis once I got my first pair. You threw those on, you could hoop in them, and they were good. They were good to go.
Best to me, I think that's the best hooping shoe ever made, in my opinion.
And I think that's why it was so universal. I think guys from the West Coast and East Coast loved it so much because it was lightweight. And they had it in every color, so it didn't matter what
they had every damn color. I remember I played at Saguaro. We were red and blue and white. And I had a white, purple, and silver pair, and I bought them at the Nike outlet.
Yep.
I was like, yo, listen, this is my favorite shoe. This is what I hoop in. I'm not changing. They like, no, it has to be a white shoe. No, I guess I'll be right. I had to go. I remember I had to go in the Nike outlet again, and I ended up finding my school colors, red, white, and blue. And I ended up finding it. But that was like my favorite basketball shoe, bro.
Well, even us, we were great. We were green, white, black. Well, our base colors was green, silver, and black.
Yeah.
So and we were Palo Verde. So we I was even able to find those in school colors, like because same thing they tried to be like, oh, it's to hold close have to be the same color. And I was like, damn, bro, like. They was really. I don't know why that was a thing. Like,
well, you got to remember though, like when we were in high school, this is like in the early 2000s. Everything was more like color coordinated and nothing bright, and you had to follow the guy rules. I remember I first got my tattoo. Shout out to Mom Dukes, man. My mom was super cool when I was in high school. My mom let me get a tattoo, right? She went down there, signed the form, watched me get it. And then I remember going out and I was like, everybody's like, yo, Tim got a tattoo. And I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to rock it on my sleeve. My coach was like, hey, you got to put a wax paper on it. I said, what?
Oh, while you played? While you played?
While I played, I had wax paper here, wax paper here. So when I was playing, like I had to show you.
Bro.
Like, bro, it looked crazy. Like a black dude with like white paper on
like those arm. Like the tape they wear now, but that wasn't a thing back then.
And then I was a lot, and then when we got to the playoffs, they wouldn't let me wear it, and I had to wear a sleeve, like I had an Allen Iverson sleeve. Which was dope. I was like, all right.
Yeah, those were cool. No, those are cool. I like those.
But yeah,
I like those.
Yeah, they wouldn't let us. They like, you're in high school, you should not have tattoos.
See,
but they didn't went to academy. So
I see out here we have such a big Hawaiian population.
Ooh.
And so many of those guys ball, and a big part of their culture is, I guess, when you turn 16. If I'm not saying this right, don't kill me, y'all. But I do know a lot of the homies when they turn 16, they would get like their first part of their sleeve of all like
Hawaii and Polynesian. Those tattoos are so super dope.
Yeah, they're super dope. I was like, damn, I would already get accused of being Hawaiian or Polynesian. They'd be like, yo, you Samoan, bro? I'd be like, nah, man. But I rock with them. Those are my peoples. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, that's funny. Shout out to my cousin John. That's my little cousin John. Shout out to Marcus.
What's up, John?
I'm all about buying all the Kelly Green Jordans, ones and 6 rings.
As you should, my friend.
Yeah, as you should, coach. I can't do 6 rings, but it's all you. Purple and gold and white. All right, so that was my college colors.
Yeah,
that was my college colors.
Damn,
yeah. I was a gold. Yeah, that was my college colors.
That's tight.
That's
But
crazy.
see, they had those. See, but you was good with that because then you had the Omega brand. Yeah, yep. And then I don't know why. I used to like speaking of those armbands.
Yeah.
AI also had the finger bands too that didn't do nothing for your life, but they just look
nothing. I never understood that. I can never shoot with that thing on.
they just look cool, but they was effective to shoot it all because the ball would slip. I was like, why this you would catch it, you wouldn't be able to get the right grip on it. Nah, it wasn't good.
I remember when I was in high school when we played football and you played football, your cleats had to be white or black, and your gloves had to be gray.
Oh, you see, we didn't have that restriction. Our cleats, everybody, they didn't really have. I feel like we didn't even really have crazy colored cleats when we were coming up. I think like maybe you might get like a red or like maybe like a blue or something, you know, like basic colors.
Yeah.
But for the most part, yeah, honestly, man, you know what used to get it was a whole thing.
What's that?
Because cleats were never an issue for me. I would honestly always just wear black and white Nike cleats.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's what I did too.
Yeah, but the thing I used to get in trouble with all the time, bro, I used to be wearing bandanas all the time with my uniforms. But I sweat. Yeah, but I sweat.
You get in trouble for wearing the bandana?
Exactly. That's why, bro. I swear, and like this is where it gets to be like a little thing. So like I used to get a little. I used to be very sensitive about stuff because my dad didn't live with us out here in Vegas, so it was just my mom. But sometimes I feel like and. You know how it is. Like sometimes your father has to go and talk to somebody.
Yes.
Like my mom's a G. She'll go. She can handle shit. But sometimes your dad got to go down there and shake a couple pockets. You know what I'm saying? Like what's going on? So I will like. It wasn't even like I used to wear one on my wrist so I could go like that, and I used to wear one on my forehead. Yeah. But you couldn't even see it when I had my helmet on.
Yeah, your helmet on. You can't. That's what I'm saying.
So, and I'll have my hair how it is now, ponytail, and then I would have it would cover my whole head, and so you wouldn't be able to see it, bro. So, but they would be like, nah, it looks gang related, and
what?
Yeah, bro. So it was a whole thing. I was like,
I used to wear a do-rag under.
They
I used to because I had braids.
Yeah,
I had cornrows.
They wouldn't beef about that. They would just be like, but that never kept me from not sweating though.
True, that made it worse. Actually.
That made it worse. Yeah,
that made it worse.
Kept the heat in.
I ain't gonna even front.
I would go through too many do rags like that.
Yeah, I was one of those. I had do rags to match every outfit. I put it in my back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
The split, remember the split?
Yeah. Well, what ended up the compromise was the sport cap. So it would be like
okay, yeah,
like Jalen, kind of like what Jalen wears now. So like that was the compromise.
See, but that stuff didn't come out till like 2005, 2006.
They had like they didn't have cool looking ones with like logos. It would just be like a plain like. Almost like a hairnet,
like a schoolie,
yeah. Mm-hmm, so
that's funny.
But it used to make me feel some type of way. But like I feel like, and that's like people. I mean, I'm gonna just say what it is, bro. I feel like if I was anything else, it wouldn't have been an issue. But you know, I feel like they see here I am, you know, big dude coming to a preppy high school. They was like, nah, this looks a little too much on the sidelines.
Hey, man, listen, I went to a high school where kids were driving Porsches, and
that's how Paolo was.
And I'm taking the city bus because I belong in that school district.
I had some nice Chevrolets.
My first car was a Toyota Celica.
Mm-hmm.
With like the Miami Vice lights. I thought I was the shit in that.
Oh yeah, I remember the one. They were because they were popping, bro. They were popping.
At 1985, the damn thing was the same age as me.
Hey, bro, John was crispy though. Hey, look, it got you where you needed to go.
Exactly.
So that's all that mattered. But like it was a time. So man, because my first car was a little nasty little Saturn. You know what I'm saying? Champagne colored. It was like a 95. Hey, but you know what?
Need to be.
It got me where I needed to go. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you was at those house parties on Friday nights and Saturdays.
Hey, absolutely. I would be at those house parties telling my girlfriend that I was going to sleep. Now I'm about to go to bed. I'm about to go to sleep.
You better hope somebody don't say nothing on Monday. Yo, that party was sick or something.
You already we talked about this on the group chat episode. You already know. You know the haters was in full effect. Like, hey, I see Rico. He was over at such and such house. Like,
facts. East Bay and Nike ID got me through high school. See, but yeah, and I'm pretty sure Marcus, you graduated what 06, 07? So that's when that's they didn't have none of that back then, man.
Nike ID,
East Bay, that was it.
Yeah, we had East Bay. Not the IDs started hitting. Yeah, like 06, 07.
Yeah, it was like 06, 07. Yeah,
bro.
09, 010. That's when it got really, really big. When the ID, they got really.
We were that was my senior year, 07. We were going crazy with the That's when dunks. If you were in the know, dunks were becoming a thing, but only for people who like Nikes. 06, 07. So we were getting the dunks off. We had those in
Robert Wayne.
colors.
We were getting Robert Wayne and Journeys. That's what we were getting.
Yep, bro. That's because that's who had them. Because remember, Undefeated would start carrying them like later, like late 07. I want to say. Yeah. But it was Robert Wayne. It was what was that? Not Journeys and and was Tilly's holding them then back then?
I think Tilly's was doing something, but they were doing more like the SB.
Sports Chalet. It was Sports Chalet.
Sports
Chalet. They used to have you go in there and get the dunks used to be like $50.
Facts. I used to get dunks for like $30.
I'm talking about
like
fat
tongue. This is 06, 07. So this is when the Wolfpack was on.
Yeah.
The Wolfpack.
Everybody's wearing Vans.
All I wear Vans. I don't rock sneakers type of thing.
Yeah. It was like cool. Y'all can have those.
Yeah, y'all can have them Jones. That's that West Coast stuff, which is cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it was just different. It was different in that time where if you rocked a certain, like I would rock Uptowns. I remember when I first came to Arizona, I was playing ball. I was rocking foam posits, and everybody's like, "Yo, you playing them?" Like, hell yeah,
because they didn't know they were basketball shoes.
Yeah, they're basketball shoes. They mold to your feet. Like it was the most comfortable basketball shoe I've ever played.
It was. No, people didn't know because it doesn't look like a basketball shoe, rightfully so. But
I don't.
It
Mike
is
very that hot though. I ain't gonna lie though. Mike Bibby hate that hot.
Oh, bro, I used to see, and I used to love the ones that used to have the big check on the side. Like to me, if it didn't have the check, it wasn't valid to me. I love the check on the side.
So you like the Nike side. I like my phone's color, one color. That's it. The Weathermans that go on fishing.
No, I can't do the Weatherman. I can't do all that. I'm cool with one color, and I like the Nike check, just like a hit. But because
what up,
like if it was gray, if the foam part was gray, and then like the foam part was like blue, and then like the sneaker was gray, I used to love for the Nike check to be like gray on the blue. It just popped to me, stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
But just like even like when they do the Air Max ones, I like when they do the Air Max ones, and then right on the front where the side toe box where they do the little Nike check.
So you don't like the big one? You don't like the newest one that just came out a couple months ago?
Oh, you're talking about big air bubble?
You the big air bubble?
I liked it. I
caught because that's my favorite Air Max.
No, me too. I like that one because it's a throwback to the original.
So we got to discuss about this. I am sick to my stomach. Do you know who I'm playing with for the franchise mode, bro? I'm the Chiefs. Oh,
I haven't seen who. Wait, I gotta see. Did he announce who I am?
Oh, you gonna be mad about your?
I just saw I got tagged, but I was trying to set up the episode.
You gonna be mad about your?
No, this is Marcus. Not, bro. This is crazy. Are you kidding me? How did this even? Who decided on these? This is like, nah. I'm about to. Unreal. This is unreal, bro.
Bro. Country, let's high. Rico said, let's high.
Let's ride. Yo, this is like wild, bro. I would have rather the Browns, bro. Like, what the?
I wanted the Ravens. I ain't gonna even front. I wanted the Ravens.
I would like the Browns in their cool new uniforms.
Facts. Ty said like the
penny foam. Yeah, bro.
See, he's the same with me.
The penny foams were hard. I like those.
I love the cop drops. That's like my favorite. That's what I was rocking. I used to rock them with maroon and gold uniforms.
Now, I will say the only ones that I did like with color, and if y'all can't tell by now, we're already 20 minutes in. We haven't even gotten into it.
I know,
we're having fun. We're having fun. It's Friday, so we're kicking it, y'all. So kick it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get into some stuff, but bro, the only ones that I liked that had were kind of like a crazy color. I did like the Galaxy ones.
Okay, I have those.
Me
Fire.
too. Yeah, those were cool. Those were cool.
I still have mine. Mine look brand new. I don't wear them. I remember somebody sold theirs for a Honda Civic. I said, y'all bugging.
Well,
Yeah.
no, because don't forget, so you had the OGs, they had their time, but then don't forget they had a big resurgence like 2012, 2013, 2014. Because remember, that's when they started doing all the crazy colors. They did the Weathermans,
the Spider-Man.
Now, all of y'all that got fooled into getting the fish scale, ha ha. Because I see that material from the door. I said, bro, them shits is not holding up, bro.
First of all, yo, one of my man's, he live in Cali. You know, he's West Coast. You know, he's a straight West Coaster.
Yeah.
You know, from the East. You know, I love my kicks and stuff like that. And he's like, yo, I got these phones, and I was like, okay, that's what's up. And he's like, yo, I got these. And he showed me it was the Kanye color, and I was like, so they light up they light up in the soul. The soul lights up. Huh? He's like, yeah, cool.
Nope.
Cool, I guess.
Cool, bro. That's cool. I made a custom pair of Kanye phone posits once. They were the graduation cover. Now those were pretty dope. I did that.
Oh, Marcus is the victim. He got
Damn.
Marcus,
you hate to see it.
Yeah, happens to the best of us, man. And Marcus did come back at us and said it was all random. So
yeah,
I wanted the Ravens. Shout out to Mel. Shout out to everybody that is joining the Swoop Boys fantasy league, man. We'll go ahead and post it up again one more time. We still got some spots left. Check us out, man. PlayStation only. It's no longer compatible to cross.
Just PlayStation only, no Xbox.
PlayStation only. So.
Sorry, but it's just the way things are, y'all.
Thanks.
So I do hate to take away from the fun, but we do have to go ahead and mention. And we do have to go ahead and say, rest in peace, YNG Cheese. Yeah, if y'all don't know, YNG Cheese is, Gilly the Kid's son. Gilly and Wallow, that Gilly. We got the news late last night, and sadly, man, it's for someone to be such a staple in the city, for someone who this city means so much to, who does so much for the city, gives back to the city, for this to happen to one of his own, I'm at a loss for words right now, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't know anything that could ease this kind of pain, and the senselessness got to stop, bro.
Yeah, man. It's really sad, man. It said 3 victims were unfortunately killed, and he was shot in the back. So, what's crazy, man? The violence in Philly, man, is just getting to the point where it's uncontrollable, bro.
Yeah,
it really is, and it's unfortunate, man. Especially when we're out here saying save lives, and we're saying Black Lives Matter, and we're out here killing each other, killing our own. So this needs to stop, man. Senseless killing needs to stop. Especially somebody like Gilly, man. I remember I ran into Gilly last year. I think I ran into Gilly probably like 5 times. When I was a young bull, when I lived in West Philly and I lived in South Philly, I would see Gilly all the time. He was like a hood celebrity.
He was like a staple, bro.
Yeah, he was.
He is a staple.
Yeah, he still is a staple.
He still is, bro.
And it's just, and he was always showing love. He was always, just like happy and go lucky type of cat. I didn't know who he was.
Yeah.
And so I remember he came out with the video. What was the name of his group?
Oh, you're talking about
Major Figures. Major
Figures.
You know what I'm saying? And I knew all the cats in the group that were from Philly. And so that was like one of those things where I was like, oh man, that made me proud to be where I'm from.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? To be like, you know what I'm saying? So like to see that, it's just unfortunate, man. To lose your child, man, like it should be the other way. You should be bearing your kids should be bearing you. You shouldn't be bearing your child. So prayers out to him and his family, man. It's unfortunate.
Rest in peace and prayers to his family, bro. And that, bro, that's all we can really say about it, bro. Man, it's just heartbreaking. So, well, I do want to say that we had to go ahead and give him condolences. So we're gonna start with that, and then we're gonna go ahead, keep it pushing though.
For sure. One more thing. Todd, yeah, we have Marcus.
Oh.
We have more. Oh, my bad. We have more
we do.
openings, right? We have more openings, Marcus. Let me know. Oh, my bad, Marcus. I didn't mean to say that. My bad. Nobody heard it.
Yeah, it's for the PS5. It's for the PS5.
It's for the PS5. He said I'm off the PS5 though.
Oh, shout out my boy Jeffrey. Jeffrey.
Oh yeah,
me and Jeffrey went to high school together. Played football together.
All right.
Yeah.
How about them boys?
How about that? Yeah, he's a Cowboys fan, unfortunately.
I don't know.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. Oh, Jeffrey, actually, I'm gonna text you after this episode for the fights next weekend. We're having a little something at the house, so y'all gotta come on over.
Jeffrey, I don't know, man. You're gonna have a lot of disgruntled football players on your team, man.
Well, we're gonna get into those. We're gonna get into them. Speaking of disgruntled, you know what I'm saying? We got one of our own.
Paid $5 just so he could get his shit answered.
Well, not really.
All right, fuck it.
The hate. I'm gonna let y'all know the hate is real. It's about to be hateful.
All right, my least favorite thing is the people. They fucking obnoxious and fucking I can't stand the fuckers.
So he is talking about the people of Philadelphia, the fans that were cheering him on last season.
Favorite thing, I say, the weather was a dub. I fuck with the weather.
Time out.
Cancel this man. Cancel this man. The weather.
Man, you on some bullshit.
Boo this man.
No, come on, son. You wilding out. First of all, Elliott Short Parks was at your locker room. You said that the Philadelphia Eagles organization and the fans showed you more love than New Orleans Saints fans did. And then on top of that, you run around the city with a Dream Chaser chain on. Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Come on, son. Like, what are you doing? Like, so all of a sudden, just because you didn't get what you wanted, you know what I'm saying? We took that money. I think we spent it more. I think we spent it somewhere else. We got Darius back. We got
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Because we got Cox back, right?
And really, we got Cox. Well, honestly, so what he wanted was a top of the market deal. He wanted something like 18.
11. No, he wanted 11 to 14.
14 to 16 was the number because he saw what's his name got that was on Cincinnati.
Oh, Mash.
Bates or not Bates? Yeah, Bates.
Bates, yeah.
Bates.
He went to Atlanta.
Who got cashed out, but Bates is the best in that position.
Yeah, like
the 11-12 figure, that was what came around. We thought we were hearing from our sources. We heard 11 to 12 was the range, so we were maybe we'll get a little deal with him. That's a little bit better because he's definitely not top of the market, but. We ended up going and getting Fletcher. We were able to re-sign Bradbury, and technically, if you really want to get really with it, we were able to go ahead and bring Slade, give Slade a couple extra bucks to go ahead and keep him happy for the next year or two. Right. So we really got 3 for 1 with the money we would have gave him.
And like my thing is this though, let's be honest, he had a great year. I'm not taking that from him. You know what I'm saying? He led. I think he led the team in interceptions.
He led the NFL. He led the
NFL. My bad. Excuse me. But you ain't doing that shit in Detroit. Let's be honest. You're not doing that in Detroit.
Takeaways are great, but they're not. That's not a stat like that. A takeaways. It's a plus. It's a plus, but it's a stat that you can't count like
every year.
Rushing yards, you can pretty much just he's going to be a this much rusher. He's going to be this much receiver because usually your production, where you're going to get all that, But takeaways is such a volatile stat. That's why everybody was saying that the Cowboys probably the defense wasn't going to look as good because the takeaways they were getting 2 seasons ago, you can't count on that every year because it's just something that right place, right time is part of it. And then it's also somebody making a play on the ball. So it's not,
true.
So.
Yeah, and this is another thing though. It's like people didn't realize about, and I don't like it. I do not want to poo-poo on this man the way he played last year. He played okay.
Yeah, he played good. He had a good season.
But he didn't know. There was a lot of times he missed tackles. There was a lot of times he didn't know what the hell was going on. He was playing with a lot of emotion half the time, or play recognition that he knew from the backside of the football.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just crazy to me to somebody to say something like that just because you didn't get what you wanted. And then we already know his personal. We already know his personal issues was he wasn't a good fit in the Saints organization. That's the reason why they got rid of him. Yep. Number 2, he was terrible with his money. That's why he wanted so much money.
Speak on that. Go ahead. Speak on that.
He owed people money. He owed his agents money. He made terrible decisions. Like, I mean, this dude he was driving in a brand new Bentley when he wasn't even making that type of Bentley money. Like,
he owed all that bread.
Come on, man, stop bugging. You over here burning people's chains in Philly. Like, come on, stop bugging. Like,
you rocking Meek's chain. Like, that's crazy, bro.
And then all of a sudden you have a problem with it? Like, come on, man. Like, and we were all cheering for you. Then for you to sit there and talk about us?
Yeah, because we did want him back. I mean, for the right price, I wanted him back on the team because he did fill a need. I feel like, and I do feel like partially, he was kind of in the beginning of the season because he did come to camp late. But outside of that, it's like he did have a lot of. You could tell he wasn't where he needed to be till later in the season when he came off the injury.
Yeah,
that was another part. He was injured for a portion of the season as well.
Oh yeah, the
shoulder, pelvis, something. Yes.
Yeah, he heard something.
Breaking news. Bryce Harper is said to make his first base debut today.
Hey, that's so weird that he's switching positions.
Well, it's just a need right now because right now Kyle Schwarber in the outfield is killing us. Kyle Schwarber should be as our designated hitter. His knees are kind of hurting him, which is probably affecting his game. So
I thought Schwarber was always going to be on the right field.
He's really supposed to be a designated hitter, bro. His defense is not that good.
Suspect, huh?
Defense is super suspect. My man, I knew they were gonna hurry up and try to get Bryce to first or try to figure out an alternate. That day he was running for the ball and like tripped over his own.
Yeah, that's right. Because what's name got hurt towards ACL, right?
Yeah. Well, Reese Hoskins is out for the season.
Reese Hoskins out for the year, so he's our original first baseman.
He's our first baseman. So
yes,
I think Harper trying to play first base. So for one thing, it's to help the team out. I think another part of it is because I think he really wants Reese Hoskins back next year. This year is kind of a contract year. Yeah. So I think if they trade for somebody like that, there were words that we might try to go get Goldschmidt or somebody else.
Wow.
And if we did that, I mean it'd be good, but then you're pretty much saying that Reese is not going to be back.
Yeah.
My mom, she's obsessed with these little baby snack chips. Have you had these wrap snacks?
They're terrible.
My mom is addicted to little baby.
Really? Shout out to mom.
She's walking by with a bag of wrap snacks right now.
With the Migos or
the little baby?
Oh, little baby. Okay.
I don't want to taste it. I'll take coffee. I'll taste it later.
I had the P. Millers. I was like, "Oh no!"
Oh yeah.
It make you say,
the P. Miller. Well, speaking of making you say, the Swoop Boys and West Coast Swoop Nation have come together, and if you don't know, now we about to let you know. King, let them know, please, about the tailgate that's going to go down.
Yes, sir. So you know what it is, man. Football season is about to start. We're about to have that Swoop Boys, West Coast Swoop Nation tailgate here popping off October the 8th, which is on a Sunday. That game is against the Eagles versus this LA Rams. Please pre-order your stuff, man. We got the prepay for $95 per person. It is not $25 per kid. I mean, it moved up to $65 per kid, but we have a lot of stuff for the kids that's going to be popping off, and then $125 per person of the day of, because it's a lot of preparation that goes into this. So.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you don't know, we have to get food. We're taking a head count. We're trying to have food there for everyone. If you show up the day of, we weren't accounting to have you there. So let's just say you're coming in a little bit, making the budget a little bit tighter than it needed to be. And as you can see up top, that was from our last tailgate. You can see all the bodies that are up in there. We had it live. We're going to be in the pink lot. The pink lot. Make sure you go on the Swoop Boys Instagram and you can check for all the information for payment information as well as the map. Make sure you're looking for the big swoop when you pull up in LA. so you don't fall and go to the wrong tailgate. There will be other tailgate there, I'm assuming, but they will not be the Swoop Boys tailgate. You want to make sure you're at the West Coast Swoop Nation Swoop Boys tailgate.
Try to say that 5 times.
Try to say that 5 times. And you know what you're gonna want to do, because we're gonna, like he said, we're gonna have things for the kids. We're gonna have live music, live DJ. We're gonna have good food, all you can drink. We're gonna be partying, and your Swoop Boys will be live and direct, doing a little bit of live interviews, doing a little bit of content for the podcast. So if you're at the tailgate, most likely you're gonna end up on a couple episodes of Swoop Boys just by that. So
yes, sir.
You know, and no other tailgate is gonna have that.
About LA.
I'm super excited about it, honestly, man.
Excited about LA.
It's gonna be a good time.
Yeah,
we're gonna get out there.
I think it's gonna be hot. Unfortunately, it's always hot whenever time we play them.
Man,
it's like that last time or the first time. Was it 2017?
Yeah, it was that. I was just about to say when we played it's gonna be like that, or it's gonna be like that same year when we played not the Rams, the
Chargers.
The Chargers.
Oh, and Carson.
That was a hot day.
I didn't go to that one, but I did hear it was hot.
It was so hot,
Carson
man.
City. I heard it was really hot.
Never again. Well, never again, because they don't play there no more. But
they're back in SoFi. So, but yeah, man, please come join us for the tailgate, man. It's gonna be super, super dope. We always, last year was crazy. Like, it was so much fun. Shout out to my wife. Shout out to everybody that showed up. My wife was the Platy planner, and she had it down to a T. So if she can do it, trust me, she'll do it again this year, and she'll help out. Even though
it was a good time, bro. We were running around doing shots, chanting. You know, we was patrolling how we need to patrol. You know what I'm saying? We had the one time on our butt, but you know they was keeping it cool with us.
I took care of that.
My man kept coming around.
Hey, I gave him a plate of food. He was good.
He was good. He kept coming up to me. You good? We good. You want a drink, man? You want another drink, man? He kept hitting us up.
He was like, yo, this is King. This is who you need to talk to. This is King. This is who you need to talk. Man, I was so busy that day, just like shaking hands and talking to people and like getting people to like interact with others. Like, it was crazy, bro. And I had so much fun.
It was so much fun. And you never know who else is going to drop by. So make sure you guys get there, sign up early, because it's going to be one for the books. And you're not going to want to miss out on your chance to see Himothy, baby.
Yes, sir.
Him Hurts.
Him Hurts.
Now, we've been hearing a whole lot about Him Hurts in the offseason. And we're talking about progression. They're talking about the Jalen Hurts jump forward. Have you been hearing about this?
Yeah. What else do you want from him, though?
So I'm glad you said that, actually, because I think a lot of people, when they're hearing his jump forward, I think they're thinking like actual, like another stat jump. He's going to do a whole lot more. And what I think it actually has everything to do with those running backs we got. So one big thing that we love Miles Sanders, because we did see him finally reach 1,000 yards last season. But the one thing that he still was lackluster, and the one thing that I think we were all still missing, was his ability that he had in his very first season. And it just went away from him. His ability to catch out of the backfield, or be able to, like, you know, just a little dump off pass just to make things easier on Hurts. So if you look at Rashad Penny and you look at DeAndre Swift, they both carry this ability. I think Penny, when healthy, has a little bit more of a power back feature to him, where he's able to kind of run through guys a little bit more. He still has finesse about him too, though, but he can catch. We have seen him be able to catch out of the backfield. And for those of y'all who are like, what I really want to see is, like, it's going to give things like this for Hurts. You know what I'm saying? So you see they're running the little route. So in this situation, you see the running back to the side, boom. Now, right here, hold on, cut off. Right, so we're running the read option. He's obviously going to hold it, right, King?
Yep.
So we're going to watch my man right there. So he's going to hit that corner. He's able to go ahead. Right here is the wheel route. So we got the rub. We got a wide open hole. Now, just say that this man, any one of these guys couldn't hold their block down, you have the release right there. But we have dynamic receivers. So just say that's Rashad, or that's Pet or Swift. He's available for the small game, the easy, if Hurt gets in trouble, or you got AJ and you also got Mr. Devontae. This is a Devontae play, in my opinion. Devontae is always on the sideline, right there, ready to boop.
I think that's a Dallas Goedert play.
Or he could be a Goddard because Goddard does like the flank as well, like that. So
yeah.
But I mean, it just stretches the field so much, and I think plays like that are what we were kind of missing out on.
Gotcha.
And it's kind of. Go ahead.
So I wanted to ask you. So when you're talking about, I think you mispronounced it because the wheel route is when you're going out, and then
the wheel route cut. It's the hitch
a little post corner,
hook,
like post corner, right? Not corner, post inside.
Post inside, yeah.
I'm plugging. Post inside.
Well, so the receivers running the post. The receivers are and the running back is essentially
the running back. The running back is running the inside post, so he's and then in. So to be able to relieve the quarterback with the shutdown option. With that being said, I think, and this is the thing we talked about this in the last episode. This is the thing though. You have 2K right there. You have 2K right there.
Yep.
If Dallas didn't get hurt, that's 3K.
That's 3K.
Then you go ahead and you put Swift in there and Penny or Boston Scott. And Boston Scott's still making this team. I'm sorry, Marcus.
Oh, he's definitely making the team. Absolutely.
Yeah, Marcus says me and Marcus will put something on it because he's challenging me on it. We're gonna
hold that thought. We're gonna come back to that one because we'll have that. Go ahead, finish your thought though.
Yeah,
because there is something I wanted there to be said about that.
Okay, so with that type of thing that you got going on with there, and then you got Jalen Hurts with his legs, man. Okay, pick your poison. Go ahead.
Well, and that's good you said that because you see, this is what we did. This is actually us against Atlanta right here, doing that.
Here.
So now we don't have the running back
or the rub. I do have it labeled as snag wheel.
Snag. That's what I'm gonna take his thing out, his audio, just in case. You know how these people get sometimes. Yeah. They'll rug us.
Thanks.
So this is kind of giving you the breakdown what you were saying right there. There's the post inside, and then. So that he's going to run the rub route.
Yep.
So that
was Devontae. That was his first touchdown.
That was Devontae's first touchdown. So, but this is a clear we're seeing. We don't have the running back here.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying
backfield, but that was an empty backfield.
Empty backfield, but you could run technically the same concept if you have a running back that you know is going to be good because you have your lineman set up. There's nobody there. There's Devontae who's going to make the play.
But who was that on the outside? Who's
outside? So that's Devontae.
Right there. Who's that?
Yeah, that's Quez. That's Quez. Okay. This is a 20. This is without AJ. So you're getting twins right or twins left right here essentially. Here's the twins. That's the twins. Devontae and Quez are the twins. Yeah, because this has to be Rager. Over here on the
it is Rager. You're right.
That's Rager on the opposite side. So you knew the ball was never going over there. So that's what I'm saying. But and that's a perfect example. I think if you had a competent running back that you know was able to go ahead and do the comeback, you'd have the running back in play there because it's not Reed because your hips are never going to get over enough for you to go ahead and do that. Todd said I was at that game. That was a beautiful game. That was week one of Devontae's rookie year.
Yeah,
that was Hurts' official first time taking reins as a starting quarterback.
That's right. It was his first year as a starting quarterback.
So my theory here is like I'm saying, I think instead of Rager, you would have a running back standing next to Hurts, just like we saw in the first breakdown.
Yeah.
And he's not running read. He's just going to run the run. So you're going to have that same thing, but you should have the release right here just in case the play breaks down. And I think we're going to see a lot more of that this season, bro.
Well, yeah, because Swift can run. He can run a route. He can run a wide variety of the tree, the route.
Exactly.
Tree. So I definitely can see where you're coming from when you're like, okay, because rub routes. I'm gonna be honest with you, that clears a lot of space. I mean, as long as you know how to get down, lay down, right. And you're not touching the defender, or you can stand in the way, you just can't touch him. So,
and you know who has trouble with that all the time? Well, he gets called. Goddard always gets called for dumb.
Yeah.
Because they're saying it doesn't look like a clean route or whatever. A running back is going to have a little bit easier time with it, especially because they're not as big as Goddard.
Yo, Todd, you're absolutely right. Rager did score that game on the screen. That's right. Yeah.
And you know why? Yeah, like you just said, on the screen. screen because he couldn't throw it far to him. He had to go ahead and dump it off to him.
What's up, Carl? He said F the boys.
Yeah, F them boys. Now, just to go ahead and reiterate your point about Dallas not getting hurt. So his if you go ahead and look his yards, he was around 700 yards
right
with the injury. He was averaging about 110 per game. He missed 4 games.
Right.
Was it 4 or 5? I know he was on the IR, so he was definitely out for at least 4 games.
Yeah.
Those 4 games would have had him at over 1,000, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Like
3 games, but
like, it's so amazing to me when I see. I mean, how can I explain it?
Well, Hurts runs for
and we can't talk about it. We don't have a crystal ball to say, okay, everybody's gonna stay healthy.
Yeah.
But if you have all those guys that are healthy, you're gonna see Jalen do what he do. I mean, look at the Super Bowl. Remember, I said in the group chat, I said, bro, I rewatched it. It was so painful to watch it. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun, right?
Yeah.
Dude,
so that fourth quarter,
my man Jalen Hurts was throwing dimes, darts, bread in the basket. Like, it was like crazy just to see like how he has just elevated the passing game in his arsenal, bro. And just like he was passing the ball, like threading it. I'm like, damn.
He was looking. I mean, he showed that he belonged in the top 5 conversations, bro. Like he had the ball on a string that whole game. It was truly so like, and that's why I know like he has that in him. Detroit going to be good, Papi. Detroit is going to be decent.
Yeah.
They're going to be decent because they have talent. I'm not worried about them, so they're not going to threaten us. Yeah. You know, you gotta win a couple playoff games for me to be taking you like serious like that.
So I said dimes. Jalen, he said Jalen was locked in. I'm sorry,
he was so locked in. You know who else? Jalen likes throwing to, bro. Speaking of 1,000 yards here, 1,000 yards there. My man needs his respect, bro.
Go ahead.
I think a lot of people really forget who Quez is.
I knew you was.
I think a lot of people forget who Quez is, bro.
Oh man.
He's like that, bro.
At their own 47.
All right, this is my right.
This is early in the season. People are forgetting. Come on, dime right over the shoulder. Quez walks it in. You get the Hurts arm cross because you know it was real. You were at this game. You and Marcus was together here. Quez. Why would you want
those games? So you know what I mean?
Yeah. Why would you want to take that? Why would you want to take the couple he's getting? Why would you want to take them out of his hands?
Okay. And this is the reason why. He does not catch the ball when we really need him to catch the ball.
I thought you were going to say that. I'm happy you said that, actually. We needed him right here. We needed that. Look at the score. You remember that Indy game?
You see what I'm
we needed that. Did we not need that?
But
remember this?
All right,
this was a tie game right here.
Now you gonna let me? He's gonna talk over me now. He's gonna talk.
Nope. Go on.
I get it. I understand it. I get it. I feel like I'm gonna Drake. I get it. Hey. I get it. That's what I get it. Hey, everybody in the comments, please drop a thumbs up for Quez or a thumbs down for Quez. I just want to see something. And thank you for the hearts and thank you for the likes.
We appreciate all the support, all the love, all the likes.
Everybody in the comments, please drop something about Quez. A thumbs up or a thumbs down. I'm just saying, that Super Bowl, that drop, bro, that really irritated the shit out of me because that was his chance to say, hey, don't forget about me. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. I think that's the biggest. Oh, damn, Todd. Okay. All right, let's go. Comments. He sound like the fact that he's still beating himself over the fumble, though.
Yeah, it's not like he dropped it and then he was like, whatever.
He did say that. I didn't say that. And the reason why I didn't say that was because he redeemed himself after the fumble, right? So I didn't say that. But Poppy,
It's
you
like
did,
Jalen.
and Todd, you definitely make a good point. He won't let it happen again. Most definitely.
Absolutely.
Okay, here goes Todd.
Just
Here
like
goes Todd.
Jalen. Both.
How you gonna do both? Come on, Todd.
He said, he said it's a
bro.
he said it's a wobbler. I don't know. He saw, you know what it was? He was ready to say no, but then he saw the highlights. He said, I do remember those big plays that he did catch. I'm just saying is people look, and it's not just Philly fans. This is sports fans in general. We always like to go with the "What have you done for me lately?"
Yeah.
I mean, and yes, the Super Bowl, obviously, that's the worst possible chance. Like Bradbury wishes he didn't tug that little jersey he did. He did, though. He got called on it.
And you know what I like about Bradbury, though, was he took accountability. He took responsibility as well. He said, hey, yeah, I tugged on him. I did it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But, I mean, he was like, we were playing like that all game. And then all of a sudden, they just want to call it there.
I mean, and I hate to ever sound like we made excuses or we were like, because I really haven't heard Eagles fans talk about this, and I respect that we haven't.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna let him live. Yeah, he deserves it. He deserves this season for sure. That's for sure. I mean, it's just the biggest spotlight. You can make a big drop, or you can make these guys were playing, and like you've heard players say, not even just about the Super Bowl, but you've heard there's holding on every play.
It is.
It's whether they want to go ahead and be petty about it. It's the biggest game of the year, and that's where you choose to go ahead and throw a flag where you haven't thrown it all game. Come on, man. Like that's what are we doing? You know, it's unfortunate. I'm not gonna say it was. I like you did. I went back and watched it too.
It's hard to watch. It's like the first 3 quarters is amazing.
He's like Todd said. Jalen was so locked in.
He was.
And then what really, you know what, man? I gotta. Can I be honest with my brother real quick?
Go ahead.
I watched the mic'd up.
Ooh, you should never done that.
Can I tell you this? I watched it this morning when I was driving back into town.
No,
I'm not even gonna front for y'all right now. When Kelsey started hugging his mom, and he's like, "We were so close." I had him coming down, bro. I said we were. I really looked at I said we were, Kelsey. We were so close.
Yeah, I see. I can't watch the whole mic'd up. I can't watch. It's on YouTube and it always comes up. I won't watch it.
Don't do it to yourself, bro.
This was the first time I rewatched it, and it's in July.
Yeah,
and the Super Bowl happened in February. You know what I'm saying? So this.
I knew we were coming in for this. That's why I watched it too last night.
Oh, okay.
So I was
I did say it in the comments. I said I think we need to talk about it.
Yeah,
but I was like, bro, like Jalen was locked in, like the way he was throwing those dimes, bro. Like he was in control of the game, and it just slipped away because of our defense. And then Gannon.
There. This is kind of a heartbreaker for that.
Yeah.
So BG is obviously one of the guys that had a mic on him. So Sirianni goes. It's just in the fourth quarter, third or fourth. It had to be the fourth quarter. He goes up to BG and a couple of the guys, and you just hear Sirianni just says, "If you guys give me a stop, give us one stop. I promise we're gonna go down and score, and we will be champions." Sirianni says this to the defense, and they just never get that one stop, bro. And that's what and then they go from that, and then I'm sorry, bro. I have to just let you know what's here.
I can't.
No, because then even it made me even I didn't think I could respect and love Jalen any more than I already do.
Gotcha.
He's on the sideline basically when we know that this thing is cooked. Mm. He goes up and he's asking one of the coaches, and he says, "How far? What yard do I need to go for us to be able to do a Hail Mary?" And then he's like, "What, the 40? I could throw it from the 40." And he does the Hail Mary, and they literally have the camera right on him. And this is the first time I've seen this angle. You hear the crowd reaction, and he doesn't drop his head, but it's just like you see the defeat happen with Jalen, and that right there crushed me, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm getting messed up just thinking about it again, bro. I'm not even.
All right, can we talk? Let's go into another subject with cops.
Switch it up, bro.
Let's do cops because you're bringing them morale.
I'm hurting right now. Yeah, go ahead, switch it up, bro.
Dang, killing me.
Well, you want to talk about something positive? Something positive? Yes. Show it off.
Red UV.
That's a beautiful thing right there.
This is probably my favorite, and I'm not. You can ask my brother right here. I'm not a big fan of the big logo, but this one, Joan, right here, I love the green, the forest green.
The crown.
My favorite patch. Our favorite patch.
That's our favorite patch, yeah, for sure. 96 All-Star patch. We're like we said last episode, we're excited because we're gonna get a new All-Star patch very soon.
Yes, sir.
But that green, hold it up again, man. It's just the green with the black top visor. I love it because the red pops off of it. The gold. It's a beautiful hat. And then the red UV. If you're going to use colored UVs, there's certain instances, and that's one of them right there. It's a perfect hat. It's
and then we got hat. This is the
cheesesteak
cap swag with the
swagger
with the cheese. You know what I'm saying? Favorite cap right here. UV is
yellow UV. But
UV.
it was Pops, right?
Yeah, it's Pops.
Pops, yeah, cross.
And then
the P.
Got that bad boy right there. This is probably my favorite P. This is with the green joint, right?
Yes, sir. The Gindling.
UV is green. That's my favorite UV. So yeah,
you can't go wrong. That's a good one right there, brother. That P. I'm gonna let y'all know. So if you don't know, that P is what got me to the collecting because I used to see King with the little P.
I had the blue and the red. I had all kinds.
He had a couple different ones.
Yeah,
I said, damn, I like that little P. I knew it was an old school P, but you never. So the thing about these hats is, bro, you just can't walk into certain stores and get them. It's just not like that. Everybody knows lids. Some lids carry certain hats in them sometimes, but to get the side patch, like lids are starting to have some more side patch hats in them. There's a bunch of different sites we use. We go on, you hit shit. So I said, but that little P was never in store, and I was just looking at it like I like that little P.
It was that was the one that I got from Hat Club. I got that from Hat Club.
Hat Club does those a lot because
I got it from Hat Club in Arrowhead Mall. Yep. And then I ordered one, and I was wearing that same hat. And my man that worked there, he said, "I ain't never seen that one like that, bro." He's like, "Every time you come in here, you rocking something that I've never seen." And
it'd be funny when you go on some of those.
This is back in like 2016, 2017. He's
right
like,
when they start popping off.
Right when they start popping, he was like, "Bro, every time I see you, you're wearing something I've never seen before." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't get my hats from here. I order my or I get my connects."
Y'all don't have them here, bro. Trust me.
Because y'all don't get them out here, especially in Arizona, which is nuts. So because isn't New Era in Arizona is based out of Arizona, right?
I know Hat Club is.
Or is that no New Era because they make all the hats. Their colors for Arizona Diamondbacks is amazing.
Well, that's just because it's such a popular team. I don't know where I would say they're based in New York. No, they're based in Buffalo. They're based in Buffalo.
They're based in Buffalo? But man, they got so many Arizona.
Because My Fit just did a crossover with them at their Buffalo headquarters.
Yeah. Hey, can we please talk about that new logo though? Once after you go.
Oh yeah, we could definitely.
Oh god, that's terrible.
So I showed this on my review video for pickups, but my boy King had it. He had showed it in our chat. It's just for $25. You can't
stop playing.
25. Don't play with me. 25.
$25. Come on, stop
25.
playing.
25. We're doing that all day.
Yeah.
We are doing that all day. Look, a good sale is a good sale.
Oh, yeah.
And that's all I can say. Now, this just came in yesterday. I've been wanting one of these for a minute. The squiggly W, man. I've been wanting a little squiggly W. You know, the pigtail with the All-Star.
Exactly. That patch is crazy.
And you already know what sneakers you got to wear this with.
Yes.
You got to wear either some True Blues or the same as the True. Yes. Boom. Perfect hat for it.
Those are crazy.
I love it, and it's hard. The camera's not picking up on the rust.
That blue,
but that blue's hitting. But around the patch and around
the rust. The rust.
You can kind of see it from that angle right there.
Yeah,
bro. So
that's shining. No, that one is fire. I like that one.
And then we want.
Even though I'm not a Washington Nationals fan. But.
Then we want to. I'm not a Nationals fan, but as we're getting deeper into this collecting, we start picking up these other teams, and I want a little Clark crazy. I'm not proud of it, but I just love Clark the Bear, man. And my dad's from Chicago. My sister's from Chicago. Good. This patch right here. I love this patch. It's a good 1990 All Stars. Always great. But it's Clark the Bear for me, bro. I got 3 of them now. I probably won't cop any more Clark the Bears. I had to get these Clark the Bears though because it just had to come into the collection. Mascots were kind of a thing this past couple weeks, and I just love the mascots. Y'all saw both of the Fanatic hats.
Yeah, shout out to Mark Bird. He got one.
Mark Bird, he was on the live when it
dropped.
Fanatic, when it dropped, and I was announced, hey, it's live right now. I showed it. Yeah. So he literally went from the live, copped it, came back, said he secured it in the live chat, which I love, which is why we do these things too, because I want people to go ahead and get certain hats like they don't know. So Mark, he got that. And he loves it. I love that he loves it. It's such a great hat.
Sure. And that's what I love about the game. I mean, the only gripe that I'm not liking about the hat game is starting to steer towards the whole shoe thing. And I'm like, and I'm a sneakerhead. I'm somebody that I cop sneakers. I mean, you can see the back of my. I mean, I had to swivel it around real quick.
The wall.
Yeah,
that ain't even a half of it.
Yeah, that's not even half of it. It stacks up to my ceiling. That's just a wall of all the sneakers that I have, and I feel like the game for hats is starting to get like that. It's starting to get out of control. Like I wanted the, it wasn't the. Oh my goodness, what was the word? It wasn't the Wawa because I ended up getting the Wawa.
Yeah, the one I started the pod on was the Wawa.
Yeah. The one I think I have it. I forgot the name of it. It's on the tip of my tongue though.
The Dunkin' Donuts?
No, I have that one. I have the Dunkin' Donuts. I don't know. I can't say. It's blue. It's blue with the green UV, green like a Seattle green.
Damn, why am I flaking on that one? I know it's what you're talking about.
That's the my goodness, a 2008 patch on it.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what that was hooked to.
I have it, but it's limited. It was only.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I can't remember what I know it's what you're talking about. I just can't remember the hook.
It wasn't the spray. It wasn't the spray because I have
no.
The Sprite is the old P anyway. But I have this hat, and I was like, man, like my boy had it, and another friend that I know, we used to trade hats and sell hats together. He's like, yeah, bro, it's rough times right now. Times hard getting hats and stuff. I was like, yo, how much can I get that from? $150.
It's true. People are I won't pay that, but people are charging that. People are charging
$150, and he's like, yeah, I'll throw in a pin. Nah.
People are trying to get that.
Yeah, exactly.
It's never that serious to me.
It isn't that serious. A hat, like remember you and I talked. We had a conversation about hats. The price $60 because it's going to be. Your hats are going to be like $55 plus shipping, taxes, whatever, right? Yeah. Like your hat shouldn't cost no $180. It shouldn't.
The most I've paid for a hat is a $120. I'll be honest about that, and that was like a very rare hat. There was very limited amounts of it, and on top of that, it was dropping in New York City. I had to have somebody go get it for me. So this person literally had to stand in line and go get the hat. So and then New York hats you're paying $65. So $65 for the hat, about $40 for his time, and then another $10 for his shipping. It was justified in my head for that. And that's not. It was one hat I paid that. Anything else I've always played usually pretty much retail.
Yeah, you paying retail.
Shipping. I'm not going out of my. I usually know how to secure a hat the right way, but I've seen it, bro. I've seen people paying $200, $300 for hats, and that's some sick business.
I don't like it. I was ending up like this. I don't like it. And like I said though, from when I started, man, there wasn't many of us doing this. It was. I remember when I would wear them, people would be like, "Why you have a patch on it? The patch is dope." And I'm like,
"The patch is dope.
This is the new thing, man. This is like what we're doing."
Yeah,
and like people this is where
we're at, baby.
They're like, yeah, you buy a regular hat, that's fine. I'm not judging you off by that, but this is what we're doing now. You know what I mean? And I put my little cousins on it. My little cousin got a hat.
Hey,
my little cousin his birthday just passed. He just turned 21. He's like, I'm like, what you want for a birthday? What? Can you give me a hat?
even Lex is starting to want hats now, like because
I created a monster with my daughter, bro. I created a monster.
I believe it.
My
She
daughter
sees
just
you.
wants Jordan 1s.
She got good taste.
She was like, Dad, the Jordan 1s are dropping tomorrow. Can I get them? I said, "Damn." Yeah. and wearing brand new Jordan 1s this morning, taking them to school. I'm like, damn. All right.
She's looking like, you did this. This is on you.
Yeah, create a monster.
Well, you know who's not going to go ahead and spend $200-$300 on a hat? A man who knows how to get the best deal in town.
Facts.
Mr. Howie Roseman. Now, when you sent this over, I had to go ahead and double back and look.
Mm-hmm.
And this is absolutely true.
It's crazy, right?
So the Eagles managed to go ahead and turn Carson Wentz into A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jalen Carter, and a 2024 second-round pick.
Right.
Howie is the wizard.
Wizard, man.
Matter of fact, that W hat, that's going to be the Howie hat for wizard. Howie the wizard. That's what that hat is. That's the Howie hat right there.
That's funny. Quick question. Speaking about Jalen Carter.
Yep.
You and I had a brief conversation after the pod.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about this whole situation with him in that lawsuit?
Well,
camp is around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that they're not going to say anything about it, right? There's it's a legal matter, so we can't talk about it. We can't discuss about it, right?
Yeah.
What do you think will be the right approach or go about it, or what do you think?
You know what? I'm glad you asked that, bro. I'm glad you asked that. And the only way I can go ahead and say it is Dana White.
Yeah.
When he responded to the. Let me see. Right here, where Dana White said this.
Trickett says he's the real African fighter, and so Israel dropped some N-words in there tonight.
So what was the racial? Who did? Who dropped the racial?
Israel was saying over and over, dropped
He's
about
black.
50 N-bombs in there.
Okay, he's black.
And
Who gives a
exactly. When they get to camp, and the first reporter that gets up there and asks, because this is the thing, he can't talk about it. It's an ongoing situation. So the first reporter who gets up there, and it better not be Rube, stupid.
I was about to say, it's going to be Rube.
It better not be Rube being stupid. Gets up there and says, so Jalen, do you feel that your ongoing investigation is going to be a distraction at camp? I would love Nick Sirianni or Howie Roseman or you know what, Jeffrey Lurie to pick up the microphone and say, we can't talk about it. It's a sensitive issue. We've already answered all the questions that we're going to answer about it. I don't want to hear another gosh darn person bring up this young man's case. Let him play football and let that be what speaks for what goes on the field. And that's it. And I bet you no one else tries to bring it up ever again. And once the kid gets a couple sacks, it's going to be a story of the past anyway.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it.
No. I totally agree with you. Unfortunately, somebody passed. Two people lost their lives on that tragic night. But
absolutely,
the lawsuit is, I believe it's his dad, right? The kid that was
the kid that passed.
Yeah, and then his girlfriend, and then for leaving the scene, and then they said he wasn't. It's a little bit confusing how what took place, and neither one of us or anybody that we're judging this man don't know. We don't know what happened, and it is unfortunate. But
go ahead. Sorry. No, go ahead.
Let's let the young man have an opportunity to prevail and get in a good spot to be able to take care of his business, even if he's doing something for somebody else or his family or even the victims. I'm from what I've heard from Jalen Carter and what type of person he is, he's that type of person. He's that type of person that he looks out for people. There was a kid, there was a walk-on, didn't have any money, and he was sharing his meals with the other kid, man. So let's let this man have a chance. You know what I'm saying? The only person that can judge the man is God. So chill out with that, man. I just feel like sometimes, especially when people make mistakes, it's under a magnifying glass, and it's like you can never give up. I mean, you can never, that person can never have a life. He can never they're bashing and they're doing all kinds of stuff, and I get it. Somebody lost their life, but my goodness, like we all have an expiring date.
Exactly, we do, and yeah, I mean, you feel for the family, obviously, that lost a child.
Right.
Obviously, that goes without saying. We're both fathers; we would be heartbroken. But you do at some point, you have to look at it through a straight lens and say, my kid should have known better than to be doing that stuff too. They were all involved, and we were all 18 and 19 at once. We all did dumb stuff, and thank the good man upstairs that I didn't get caught for the wrong stuff that I could have been caught for. My life would look a whole lot different. If you look at it, if you hold anybody's life under a microphone glass from the years of, so let's say 15 and a half until about 23, 24, you could call a lot of stuff out, and a lot of stuff will sound really bad. But the truth of the matter is, we're all young, we're all dumb at some point in life, and this was a major mistake in all their lives. And unfortunately, those kids paid for their lives, and it could have easily been Carter who could have lost his instead. And no amount of money is gonna bring anyone back. No amount of slander is gonna bring anyone back. We don't know this kid personally. We only know stuff like you said. We only know what we see. He's a great football player. He's on our team, so he's under the green bandana. We're gonna defend him. Don't come with no dumb stuff talking about this kid. Let him have his life, bro. People make mistakes, man, and that's what it comes down to. It. Let the kid have his life. Let the kid go ahead and make you guys see who he really is before we all write him off or some stupid reporter tries to poke at him. And I hope they shut it down from day one at camp, because it's going to be someone saying something about it.
Oh, for sure, man. I mean, and like I said, it's two people. It's either going to be, I don't think it'll be Howard Eskins. I don't think he's that dumb.
He's cooled off a lot, Eskins.
Yeah, he's cooled off. I think the older he's getting,
he's older now. Yeah.
Now, but Rube and Elliot Short Parts, them two, I'm a little worried.
I feel like even ESP has like the wherewithal to know, like, because just it's like asking that is, you just know he can't say anything, so it's not it's so stupid to even ask it, because he can't say anything. So I feel like even it's really Rube for me, and that's because the dumb thing he did on draft night, like, you tried to rain on the kid's parade.
Right.
Like, why would you bring that up on this kid? He's going to remember this night for the rest of his life. And that's unfortunately going to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sour,
For sure. All right. I got to address something. So I apologize for what I said on Monday. I said that the Kelly Green will be dropping yesterday, which was Thursday. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to touch bases on that. My sources is pretty reliable. I know a lot of things that was going on before everybody. I usually don't make that announcement, but my sources was like adamant, like, yo, they got it. And then they dropped a video with the yellow.
I almost feel like they did it on purpose, bro.
Right? Out of out of the whole summer, I say something and they go, oh well, shit, King said it, so let's drop it. And they drop. Well, I mean, I guess I'm wearing the hat color, right? I'm wearing.
You're wearing the Yellow Jackets color.
Then they're talking about the long logo. So my sources is inside the Eagles. I'm not gonna say no names because I get in trouble. He'll get in trouble, and I don't want to do that. But I apologize. I take full responsibility of that. I apologize. Now that I'm hearing, I think everybody is basically saying August. I'm not sure. I don't know anything about that, so I'm not going to say no dates.
Well, and to back you up, King wasn't alone in that, because as soon as he said it, I went ahead. I checked with a couple people too. They do these jerseys. These jerseys are in stores in their warehouses. They're not for sale. They do have them. Mm-hmm. So it seemed very logical that they were dropping, or at least they were announcing, and they were going to be like, I was honestly, I got the 200 sitting aside right now, because I thought they would announce on Thursday, and we would be big in buys like right before we jumped on this live. That's part of the reason the live was after 12, right? Just so everybody knows.
Right. And then on top of that, I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of people that are inside reporters, when I made my announcement way before them. They made the announcement after me. And they agreed with it as well. And then the next day they said, "Oh, they're pushing them back." It's told them. So I just want to say my inside source is usually always 100% correct. There's some things I know that I've never shared. I usually share with the group. It is what it is. But I felt confident because they were like, "Yo, we got them." I was like, "Oh, snap."
Yeah, like these, they literally got them right now.
So I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I was asking questions like, "Okay, well, is it the color?" They're like, "No, it's not the color." Like the color, they agree with it. Everything is good. Just trying to figure out where to displace them, this and that, and this, and then I guess a lot of NFL teams came out this week as well. And they wanted to kind of be like a celebration.
You know, Philly wants to be by themselves.
They want to be by themselves, and they want to do they're doing something that's super super cool for Reggie and Jerome. So I'm not going to spoil that though. But
I haven't even heard that. Yeah,
yes, they're doing something super cool for them. So I'm not going to say. That's it. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah, I just know some things that's going on behind the scenes when it comes to the jerseys and how they're going to do some stuff.
I'm hyped about that.
Yeah, I'm super hyped about that.
We never want to make our anyone who watches or rocks with us feel like you got misinformation. We look. This is an industry that moves fast, and there's a lot of things that happen. Moving parts happen, but we're always honest about that. You already know. So if we ever do get something that's not correct or something's wrong, we definitely go ahead and make sure everybody we're men. We can go ahead and say when something was up. But we did. There was a lot. There's been things that we didn't pull the trigger on that we've had information on very early, and we didn't just because we didn't know. I'll say this: we had a lot of AJ info before AJ happened.
Sure did,
and we had more info about this on both sides, and it didn't happen. So that's just how just give you guys a small peek behind the curtain. It does. The Eagles they are trolling us, bro. They know.
Yo, when I mean. At Thursday, when that video dropped, I was like, "Oh, here we go." And I was like,
"Because they fries." So I'm like,
"Wow, wow!"
Not McNabb in the Yellow Jackets.
That's why That's exactly why I wore this hat. I said, "Oh, damn!" All right, y'all made me look like Boo Boo the Fool. So here I go. I'm about to wear the Yellow Jacket hat.
It happens to the best of us, bro.
Oh man, sorry though. I mean, like I've been getting in my DMs. You capping, you're trolling. Like I'm not none of those guys. Like
we're not.
If you would know the information that I had for previous years, you'd probably be like, "There's no like, are you an insider?" I'm not an insider. I just know people in the organization, and
this is something that we all want too. So it's not like
so we're all waiting.
It doesn't do anything for us to be like we want these. Like,
it doesn't make sense for me to lie about it because I'm not a liar. Number two, why would I say that when you know what I mean? Like, why would I make up something stupid like that?
Yeah,
like
that's going to be proven. It's going to be proven.
Yeah, trust me. I like when I had it, when they were like, "Yo," I was like, "Yo," is it cool? He's like, "Yo," like he's like telling you they got a video. He told me. They got a video.
Yeah, that's what they. And you know me, I was trying to. I said, "Yo, can I send me?" Bro, no. They're like, there's is a open box. Like it's don't even. Let's just say if you open the right closet at the pro shop, you might see the jerseys. Speaking of someone else who said some stuff, you know what I'm saying? What did he say?
Yes, sir.
How you feel about it, bro?
I mean,
that's your man's.
That is my man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mrs. Slay as well.
Former Detroit Lions.
You gotta give it to him. Look at the numbers, bro. Look at the numbers, man. Like you gotta give it to him. The only thing he's missing is he just doesn't have a Super Bowl ring.
So did he say this himself, or did someone else say this for him?
Apparently he did. Apparently he said it's on his podcast.
Okay.
His platform. And he also talked about the reason why him what's Sauce what's the other bull from Miami?
Byron Jones?
No, he retired. The other bull that went to Miami from the Rams. Ramsey.
Oh, Jalen Ramsey.
Yeah. So he was basically asked, why you don't never train with the other top corners? Because he was also talking about the ratings, the Madden ratings. And he was basically like, we don't train together because we don't we're
They had
all
two
different.
completely different styles.
Yeah, we all have different styles, and we don't like giving up secrets like that. And I was like, okay, I get it. I understand that.
Especially like the top, like cornerback is one of the, I would say, so if people don't realize cornerback is, if Deion Sanders didn't let you know, it's one of the most big ego driven positions. Like if you think wide receiver is an ego skill spot, I would argue that cornerbacks have the biggest egos on the field because the cornerback has, for one, is very rare to be locked down.
Yes.
Like that's almost non-existent.
Right.
Because you're going to give up plays. Like that's the thing. They're pros playing other pros, and the way the rules are, the defense has so much working against them versus the offense that has the rules basically tailored to them. So being a top 5 cornerback, which I would say Slay is got to be one of those top 5 guys right now, right?
I think he's top 5. Him and Denzel Ward, in my opinion. Top down, like when it comes to top 5 zone corner lockdowns. I think it would benefit him. I think he'll prolong his career if he goes to the safety position. Maybe next year.
I could see that.
Because he's a ball hawk. He doesn't know how to. He's terrible at catching. He's terrible at catching.
But he does get after it.
He does exactly.
He does know how to find himself in the right spot.
Right.
And I don't know. You guys heard what I said. I'm selling. Slay.
Yeah. That's why exactly why I put this on there. I hope you.
I'm selling Slay stock this year, y'all. I'm not too. Let's see, but I mean, all right. So these numbers: five Pro Bowlers.
Yeah.
First team All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
NFL interceptions co-leader 2017.
Mm-hmm.
133 pass defended, 24th all time. Those two right there, or that one right there, means a lot.
Yeah.
All time 24th.
Because that's passing like Darren Woodson, those type of guys. You know what I'm saying? Like that's up there, the upper echelon.
26 interceptions, 2017 league passes and defended, 513 tackles, team captain, which you got last year for the first time. Super Bowl appearance is weak, but you did get there. You just didn't do it. And he is kind of an Iron Man with all those snaps, almost 9,000 snaps.
Sure.
So I think he's a Hall of. I would say so, right?
I would, but I mean, the quarterback position is so tricky when it comes to Hall of Famers. Like, think about it. Like Eric Allen. He's still left out there. Deion just got his flowers a couple of years ago. So
that's true. It did take Deion a long time.
It took Deion a long time.
Troy
Polamalu.
Deion's got
corner, but DBs, man. DBs, you know what I'm saying? Like it's hard for them.
Deion's got the rings.
Yeah, but Deion's played on a lot of teams. Deion's played for the Ravens. Yeah, we won a ring with the Ravens, right?
Yep.
He's won a ring with the Cowboys, the Niners. So,
still had good years in Atlanta too. Man, and that's what that. But I mean, I feel like Slay. He's only played on the Lions and the Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I really feel like he gets that Super Bowl.
I think that
if he has another season like he had last season, I'd say he's a shoo-in.
But you didn't say what you said to me last time when you said in the chat or the tweet. So say what you said in the tweet.
I said I'm selling all my big play stock.
Yeah. No. You didn't say it like that. You said, well, that was a tweet. That was a tweet.
That was a tweet. Yeah.
But when we were talking, you said, and I agree with you. His play slowed down a bit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, slow. So he started the season the quarterbacks that he's picked, those interceptions that he's got last season, they weren't against like the top tier guys. They were against Cooper Rush, Kirk Cousins. I think.
But he did shut down. Jettas though. He shut him down.
He did. The Jefferson thing was real.
Yeah,
the Jefferson thing was real. But that was the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
So remember, the beginning of the season, he was hot, and then pretty much after like the Cowboys game, he kind of just like was like quiet. And I know part of that has to do with like.
Shout out to Mark Bird, the man started the Batman stuff like this.
Hey,
put him in a Hall of Fame.
The man, he did, and and that's what I do love. Whenever you get stuff like that, when it comes from the team or the players, it's more authentic, it's real, it's fun.
Camaraderie, the build,
yeah, it builds to that. Part of it is I know if you're locked down, they're not going to throw to your side that much, so you're not going to have as much opportunity.
True.
So I'm interested to see if it was that. Because Bradbury, they didn't really try. But you know what? The real big thing here is our pass rush is really crazy. So
that's what I'm saying.
These guys don't have a big chance to go ahead and try Bradbury and Slay that much because the quarterback has less than 2.5 seconds to get rid of the quarterback. So for a guy to get super downfield and behind him, it is rough. So,
but I will say this though, I don't remember us giving up big plays. I don't remember the Eagles really giving up big plays.
There were no real big plays against the Eagles last year, and even if you want to say like the Super Bowl, that last play wasn't a big play. It was literally he was right on him. They literally called the holding, so he was defending him throughout the whole time. It's not like it was an egregious. He was holding on. We've seen holding where it was like he was blatantly holding so he didn't get burned,
right?
Like Byron Maxwell or something like that. Wasn't that?
All getting burned.
By Fletcher. I mean,
Yeah.
He was making a play the whole time. So, yeah, nah, I don't. They defended well. Our pass rush is crazy. Our pass rush got even more crazy. So I think that's another reason that might play into it. I'd be more interested to see. That's why this year I think means a lot for his career, because if he looks like that, like he did last year, then I'm like, yeah, I'm buying it. And if he gets a ring, I think you got to do it. He's been one of the most dominant guys for as long as he's been in the league too.
For sure.
32, 33 to be doing this is not nothing.
Yeah, give it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think him and Bradbury. I like I said, I've sold a lot of my Slay stock. We'll see after week 1 or 2. I might be buying it back at a premium. We'll see.
Hopefully, the shares will be at least $30 or lower.
Hopefully they split the shares and I can buy a couple for cheaper.
Say the IRA. You know what I mean? And
that
a traditional retirement. One of them things.
Speaking of, so you did bring up a couple of good things I do want to jump on before we do get out of here, though.
Yeah.
So for the one thing, the running backs that you and Marcus were talking about,
yeah,
you keep hearing the Rashad Penny, like people are saying because his contract is so cheap and not guaranteed, they might cut him.
Yeah, I mean that's what I was saying because I think it was like 500,000 guaranteed.
Mm-hmm. So cheap.
Which is cheap. It was, what's crazy? Like I was thinking about this, and when I was speaking to my daughter, and then I was also talking to one of my boys. He was telling me he was like, this whole Saquon Barkley thing. I mean, get off the subject, but I wanted to talk.
No, that's part of it, though. It is part of it.
So he was telling me like, it's crazy. I mean, it was actually Torrey Smith. Shout out to Torrey Smith, Super Bowl winning Torrey Smith, 49ers, Eagles.
Hey,
Ravens. Sorry, Ravens, Eagles. Sorry,
Ravens and Eagles. Yeah,
Ravens and Eagles. So shout out to him. He said something along the lines of like, it's crazy to me that these owners don't want to spend money on premium good running backs. And running backs only matter when the season is in play, but the running backs don't matter when it's free agency or the draft. And I somewhat agree with him, and I disagree with him here. You know what I mean? Like, we just had 2 running backs go in the top 10 in the draft this past year, right? And another thing that kind of caught my eye off guard was, think about this: the only running back that got paid this summer was truly Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
So
he got paid the most.
Yeah, paid the most. He got 6.5. Yeah. So imagine that 6.5. Now this is when I roll the Eagles into it. So 6.5 versus, I think, oh my God, what's his?
It was 12.6 because he got 3 years.
Yeah, he got 3 years. So, but going by year, so breaking it down.
Oh yeah.
So 6.5 with Gainwell, I think he's like 900,000. But he's still in a rookie deal.
Yeah.
And you have Penny with the 500,000, and then I think Scott was like 1.3, and then Swift was like 1.2, 1.5 somewhere in there.
Yeah. They're all. It's a very cheap room.
It's a very what's the bull that we got from the Niners?
Well, we got Sermon too.
Sermon. So Sermon, I think he has a guarantee of like 600 to 800 or something.
Yeah, it's all minuscule amounts.
Yeah, so half of that salary versus Miles Sanders 6.5. Like, you look at it and you're like, damn, like, running backs are not getting paid. Running backs are getting looked at as like you want to have a staple with running backs because let's be honest, they're the ones that they're the ones that gets the round and the pounding of the ball and taking a lot of hits.
Well, even what did Austin Eckler got his deal? He's not even happy with that.
Yeah, he's not even happy with his. No,
but it's like, bro, it's the reality of the situation is you have these guys that play this position, but this position is always look. I'd rather pay 3 to 4 guys $6 to $10 million.
Yeah.
Versus one guy, $6 to $10 million. And the reality of the situation is Swift. That's why I said in the beginning of the pod, Swift and Penny are very close in what they do talent wise.
Yeah.
I'd even go ahead and say Gainwell is close to their mold as well.
Yeah.
He's kind of like both of them, you know. So I'm happy if look after this year. If you guys want to stick around, yeah, let's. You guys want to take 2.5 a year each, like. It's a living. You're here. We'll give you 3-year deals. Like it's you see where the whole NFL is going away from it. What was the last team that had a running back that they were paying at a premium has won a Super Bowl? You thought what's his name? The closest that I thought was going to be really good, and then as soon as he got paid was the bull that was on the Rams.
Todd Gurley.
He
messed up. He messed up the running back.
Yeah, because he got it was like 120 or something like that.
Yeah,
him and Zeke kind of got paid real close to each other, and then immediately Le'Veon Bell. Like, look, bro, all these dudes they got cashed out, but Todd Gurley, it was really scary because he literally went from being so dominant to then it was like he had like arthritis in his knees or something like that.
Yeah.
He wasn't even like 25, 26. He was a kid.
Yeah.
So it's like that set the Rams back. I mean, they're lucky they were even able to get out from under that contract. Then you got Zeke. Zeke never did any. Once Zeke got the money, he didn't do nothing.
Yo, what you posted in that group chat was hilarious. When homeboy said,
I mean, did it sound like lies?
No, he was stating out facts. You asked me. I mean, and that's another thing that's also actually crazy too. Is like Zeke got his money. And now Zeke is not even in the league. Nobody even wants him.
Nobody wants him. But bro, it's so funny because I even gave Zeke the benefit of the doubt. When homie said Zeke was in Cabo to get better, Zeke went in Cabo to get better. I was like, dang, I really was like, yeah, he's on the beaches running.
Yeah, running for something else.
Yeah, he sure was running for something else.
He's running for something else. I mean, bro, I get it though, man. If let's be honest, if you and I, you have a son, right?
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I have 2 sons. Like,
yep.
I wouldn't be like, yo, you need to be a running back. I'd be like, nah, you need to be a quarterback or a corner or a wide receiver. Like, you'll get. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't tell my kid, hey, both my sons, hey, I need to be a running back. No,
I'm trying to teach this one to be a kicker.
Facts. Legs. What's up, nephew?
What's up?
Say go birds.
Go birds.
Go birds. That's what's up.
He loves when he sees the pod is on. The other day he was like and subscribe.
There you go. Tell him, Lex.
Subscribe.
Yeah.
So we almost done. We're gonna go do the park in a little bit. All right, buddy. All right, go ahead.
I gotta go pick up my daughter I gotta pick my daughter up in an hour. I gotta go take her to serial killer. I gotta go take her there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that
she's
like
so excited.
Yeah.
So excited.
Well, you know who's in town? Mark's in town.
Oh, Horta?
Yeah.
Oh, damn, I didn't know he's in town.
He's in town for a bowling.
That's right.
He's got a bowling, so I thought probably around like 6-ish. I'm gonna go link up with him.
Hang out with the girls. That's what's up.
I don't know if it's. I gotta tell. That's why I'm asking him. I'm pretty sure the kids are there. Yeah, he said let's link up and have a drink or something.
Yeah, he always takes his family.
Yeah, he usually does. So that's why.
Yeah, shout out to the Hortas, man. Shout out to Vanessa. She's recovering and she's getting stronger and stronger day by day. So
hey man, she got that mama mentality, and we're always right here rooting. That's family right there, yo.
Definitely.
We got nothing but love for him.
I thought you said Garth Brooks was in town.
Nah, bro, not yet. Hey, Garth Brooks, where are the bodies? Where are the bodies, Garth? We want to know where the bodies are, Garth. Matter of fact, I want all the Swoop Nation. I want y'all, all the Swoop Boy fans, all the viewers. I want y'all to go to Garth Brooks pictures and whatever his last Instagram post was. I just want you to write, where are the bodies, Garth? Just do that for your boy. And if he comes to your town, don't be outside. He might catch you slipping.
Yeah, P, don't be going outside, B.
Yeah, for real. He's gonna get P. P's the one. So the last thing I got, and this kind of really messed me up. Is in Sixers world.
Oh, good. Ugh.
We're supposed to be in the middle of a dynasty, bro. Ben Simmons is 27, Markelle Fultz 25, Joel at 29. These dudes are supposed to be bringing us a championship.
Yep.
And it just went so wrong, bro. So it feels dirty, honestly, just to see how it all went.
It's the blunders.
How do you feel? Yeah, because I haven't really gotten much hearsay from you. I know you see me and Cozy going back and forth about this.
Yeah, I stay out of it because like I don't want to. Cozy, he jumping off the bridge. Sometimes.
Yeah, he's as he normally does because he has Cozy. I don't know if you know, you have a reputation amongst the community. People know about you, and I love you, bro. But people know about you.
Nah, shout out to Cozy. This is my thing. We've had some blunders, and we've had blunders since the 90s.
Man.
But you have to – the front office is the reason why we're not getting anywhere. I think it's time to let Elton Brand go. I think it's time for maybe even – I think you might have to get you have to give him one more year, right? You got to give Daryl Morey one more year, right?
Yeah, Daryl needs to.
You know what I'm saying? Because he can't fix the blunders when it comes to that way. I mean, the Markelle Bridges, that was a blunder. Markelle Fultz was a blunder. I can go on and on and on. There's just so many blunders with this whole situation. What's going on with the Sixers draft? They put themselves in situations where they should have one of the top best teams in the NBA, but they just do. They overthink. They overthink. They want to be the next. Oh, we want to have the next Ginobili. We want to have the next Kawhi. We want to. It's like, no, man, just stick to the script. Why are you trying to do all these unorthodox type of operations?
We want to have a center running.
Yeah, like it's just weird. Like, you know what I mean? And like that's another issue too. Is like the NBA isn't the 2000s and 99s. You know, it's not the 99 2000s. It's not the juvenile back that thing up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and that's even saying that because the Jokic thing is such a rarity.
Yes.
It's such a rarity.
But we've already had this discussion that Jokic is a different breed. This man he doesn't even love his job. He just wants to do his job and go home.
Go home. He wants to go to these horse races.
Yeah, and chill out and listen to, some little baby and hang out with his daughter. You know what I'm saying? Like that's all he wants to do. And then you hooked him up with a good point guard. You know what I'm saying, with Jamal Murray, and he can be able to take over things and take over games in any of those situations. Jokic reminds me of Larry Bird. If anybody's not watching Larry Bird in the early 90s or the 80s, he reminds me of Bird. That's
a smooth stroke, be able to go.
Yeah, it's deadly. It's deadly. He has that, and he doesn't somewhat carry that killer mentality.
That killer instinct. Yeah,
he doesn't kill it. He just has it in him to be like, I need to get the job done, and that's fine. Make your lunch. Carry your lunch belt to the arena and do your thing, and then go home.
But I will cape for him a little bit because if these guys worked out how we all believed it was supposed to, if Markelle was what he was in college, being able to glide all over the court, and because he had a crazy moves, bro. Embiid, just say Embiid is who he is today. He is a good. He's one of the best bigs in the league. He is that. I mean, obviously, he just won the MVP. And then just the real big piece of the puzzle is Mr. Softy himself, Ben Simmons. If Ben Simmons shot the rock, even just minusculely, if he just shot it, he didn't even have to be great at it. If he just shot it,
you're talking about if like you said, if he just shot it, to have an opponent say, "Oh,
he might do it,"
make one. He might make it.
Giannis,
you're still in Philly. You still have a career, but he
had the dunk,
bro. My thing is this though: you've been in the league for how long? 8 years? 7 years?
Mm-hmm.
And you have not developed a jump shot yet.
Well, I mean, it clearly became mental at some point, right?
But yes, but that I get it. And mental and like it's just like when people tell you. I remember we had a guy on the team named JJ. He could not shoot free throws to save his life. Like I don't know what it was. He was just that guy. We'd be like, oh damn, it's like Shaq going to the damn line. And we used to tell him, he's like, oh, I'm gonna go practice on my free throws. Like, no, you don't need to practice.
You don't need to practice. Yeah,
you don't need to practice your free throws.
Clearly, that part of your game is just not ever gonna come.
You have a mental blockage there, saying that you're telling yourself you're thinking negative instead of just thinking something that makes you escape of when peer pressure arises. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how it is. The back of your hair stand up. You start sweating profusively. Like
start sweating. You get
you know what I mean? Like just understand this where it's a mental block there. Go see a psychiatrist. Go talk to somebody. Hey, I feel challenges when this happens and this occasion arises. Like there needs to be something, bro. Like look at him now. Like the Brooklyn
can't even play.
Brooklyn
can't even play. He's not on the court.
And at least that's what it goes to show you. But that's what it goes to show you. He likes what basketball gives him. Does not like to play basketball. And that's somebody like me that play basketball, love basketball. Wish I would have been in the NBA. Yes, I'm 6'2", 6'3".
Yeah, but
I'm damn near 40. You know what I'm saying? Like I wish I had that chance. I wish I could have done what he done. Bro, you're there or something. You know how many people will love to make it in the NBA? There's a 2-3% chance of people that play ball, that can do what you do, and love doing what you do, and you don't love it because you like the.
Nah, he doesn't. He does. He like you. Yo, what you said is. What you said hit it on the head. He loves what basketball gives him.
Yeah, he does.
And we should have known, but they should have known that. They should have known that. He made a documentary in college about wanting to get paid. Like,
yeah.
I mean, didn't
want to leave Australia. Remember that he didn't want to leave.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave. He didn't
want to leave. He said he was like, I didn't want to leave. Didn't want to leave my mom, my dad, my sister, but his sister, and then there was a strange thing with him and his sister, and then they said that he was touching it. Like it was just a lot.
Yeah, it was a whole lot of weird stuff.
So it was just like, yo,
no, it was the other brother.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the other brother. I mean, there was a scandal about it. It was his other brother. Yeah, it was but it was a whole weird thing.
Yeah, it was a weird thing. You know what I'm saying? So I apologize for the wrong.
I mean, that's why we're here. We got it. But it's just,
it's just like there's things about it. It's just like, if you're a GM or you're an owner and you paying these cats this type of money, especially the way the NBA makes money, would you feel comfortable giving somebody like that all that money?
You've kind of stepped into something that I do want to have a deeper dive on, and that's with these NBA contracts. Now, I sit on both sides of this, and I'm always I love that the NBA is star driven, that the players do get to have so much say so, and they do control a lot of what goes on in the league. The other part of that is there's a lot of bullshit that goes on because of the players too.
True.
Like if you sign a deal with someone, I could see like they sell like because when you go through these things, when a guy says I'm going to commit to a team. Before all this happens, part of negotiation, I don't know if everyone knows this. Go over there, please. A lot of people don't know this, but a big part of that is they're going to want to know what's going on with the team's future. What are they going to do? Like, what is your plan for this next 4 to 5 years that you're going to have me on your team? How are we building? What do we see? So at least we can work towards something together. Yeah. And that goes into when people decide if they're going to go ahead and sign with a team. So if you go ahead and sell me A, B, and C, and then I sign the contract, and then year 2 comes around, year 3 comes around, and you haven't even done A yet, and you're over, and I can understand a guy saying like, I'm not happy with it. This isn't what we agreed upon. So not only are you guys are in breach, I want out now. That I can understand.
This is great. This is some part next episode. But you're tiptoeing in the James Hart situation.
James Hart. This is going to be. So Monday we're going to come in hard with this. Sure. The James Harden, the Kevin Durant, all this stuff that we see going on right now. So that's what I really want us to have that convo next episode
Monday.
So because it's a whole big thing that I do feel it needs to be talked about, and I feel like it's as fans it's fucking up our viewership.
It really is, and but the thing is though, they got to people, and especially consumers, you got to remember the NBA on their side, they have changed a lot of the language in the contracts.
Yes.
There is no more super teams. This is the last year you'll see super teams. This is it. So,
and a big part of that is the money that a lot of these guys will. I mean, LaMelo got what, 260?
Yeah, 260.
You can't really sign anybody else when you give it.
You can't sign nobody else after that. So a lot of it is changing, and it's changing before our eyes. But basketball has changed before our eyes as well. It's always going to remain the same, but it's going to be a change as well, right? It's like one of those like, damn if I do it, damn if I don't. Type of methods of like when things are changing because like for me, I'm 38, 39, about to be 39, and everybody that I played with from high school is out of the league, and things are changing. It's one-on-one and getting your mismatches and things like that, small ball, things like that. I mean, and I have to blame. This is one thing I will blame it on. Dan Antonio, I'm blaming you. I am definitely blaming you. Dan Antonio, you looking at me, you watching this podcast, I'm blaming you. You're the one of the reasons why the small ball is where it is today.
No. You're absolutely right. I mean, like you said, bro. Right before we came around, the 3-point line was added.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's an ever evolving sport. We do see that. Right. So I don't want to dive too much into it. That's going to be Monday. So we gave you guys down there 2 hours, and we're just happy to do it because we're a week away from training camp. You already know. Next week we're going to be bopping you guys. We meant to do Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but we got a little caught up. So this week we're gonna make sure we're on top of it. It's my fault. I get off work in the morning. Sometimes I have a little bit of a longer day. I don't want to rush it. I want to give you guys good stuff. So I don't feel bad giving you guys 145 if we missed one in the middle of the week. Sure. I
do got to make an announcement.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
West Coast Swoop Nation will be having a bonfire next week on Saturday, July 29th. I want to say 5 o'clock at Hunting Beach. There will be s'mores. I think they'll have, adult beverages. I'm not, a little bit of music, hanging out, go birds, wear your green. If you're in California area, go check them out, man. Shout out to Jewy.
I believe that there will be a giveaway going on there, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's gonna have. He has a lot of stuff to give away, so please pay attention. Pay attention. Go get something for free.
Yeah, go get something for free. Go have some good times. Drink a little whiskey by the fire.
Yes, sir.
With some Eagles fans, and get ready for training camp, baby, because it's coming. Swoop Boys, that'll be coming back this week. We're going back to Wednesdays, right? Back to Wednesday nights. Can't do Thursdays. Can't do Thursday. Thursday's cheer day. That's make sure my daughter's doing her stunts. Yeah, for sure. Like King said earlier, bro, we didn't even want to watch the Super Bowl until the last night. Bro, it was a lot for all of us, I think, as fans, and that coupled with the fact that the Eagles really didn't have much going on this offseason, which you could look at that as a good thing, which I do.
News. Hey, good news. Hey, no news is good.
No news is good news. No scandals, no bull. Like a lot of quietness. So we just hope that guys were doing what they needed to do.
Yes, sir.
It was a time for us to go ahead and recharge our batteries. It was a long season. As much as we love the Eagles and we love Philly sports. Sometimes it just, you can't talk about the same things over and over. It does wear on you. But, I mean, we're back. We're recharged. We're ready to keep giving you guys all this fun content. You guys are getting these morning streams now. You guys are going to start getting the night streams again. Bro, we want to go ahead and you got the PlayStation. Everybody, make sure you're hitting up Coach so you can go ahead and get in. Todd, whoever else, hit up Coach. He'll get you locked in. The good thing is you can't be the Broncos like I am, so – you got that going for you.
Well, you can't be the Chiefs. Slap in the face. Slap in the face.
But
it took me 7 months to rewatch the Super Bowl, and then I get hit with the Chiefs.
Finally, and I still want to, and I still was over here dropping tears, bro. So, bro, we love this team. We love all you guys, and we appreciate you for rocking with us. Todd, Coach, Mark, everybody was chopping in. Everybody on Facebook, everybody on Twitter.
Thanks for the hearts and the likes, y'all.
Thanks for everything, guys, and we appreciate you. Hey, man, we all we got. We all we need. Fly, Eagles, fly.
Hey, Pop. Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Hey, yo, Papi, what's poppin', B?
Hey Papi.
Hey Papi.
Hey, Papi.
Hey Papi.
Papi. ¿Qué pasa, mi primo?